Hello, my name is Eliana Montoya and I'm studying English and this is the Colombian Education course. This is my partner.
Hello, my name is Andre. Today we want to speak about Colombian education and Escuela Nueva.
Okay, to start, we want to give you a context of Colombian education and we are actually talking in the specific topic about rural zone. Um, in the Colombian education, the rural education represents 80% of the educational offer. And of course, that education has a lot of problems because they don't have the money and they have like infrastructure problems, energy problems, economy problems, and if they can solve and they can't have enough teachers for the poor population because the rural zone in Colombia is the poor population. Is where it's located. So, what do you think about the rural zone in Colombia, Arley?
Okay, I consider the education had been working very hard, but it isn't enough. I think this Escuela Nueva is an excellent strategy of like a pedagogical proposal because they are speed or they are thinking in people maybe they have something problems like you told before that. Then with this proposed pedagogical strategical looking for make a small groups where the students can communicate and learn together with motivation and the knowledge it can use in the real life because maybe some children learn about something and in the real life never used. Then that is very important of Escuela Nueva because it's thinking in the necessities in with the materials locals materials. Then I consider that it's very interesting.
Okay. Well, the Escuela Nueva is the one who is talking about Arley, my partner, is a program that started in 1975 with a person called Vicky Bolbert. She wants to change the school system for the rural Colombian poor population, and she started to get in meetings and try to think what is the best, what was the best way to teach to the rural zone. So they start to work in systems and new systems, and then they realize with the teachers, they realize that they have a couple of students, poor students, that they have to teach according to the context of their environment that they are living. So that's why they start to change the current model in the urban zone that one teacher is the one who can speak to the other students. So they start to change that and make them, the little kids, like learning and collaborate in groups, and then they go outside to work in stuff like the environment or context or social context that they're living, and then the kids are we're going to taking that to their families. So in the rural zone, the best stuff that they can learn is about the farm, how they can cultivate, how they can learn, I don't know, about the process, different process. So when you teach when you teach to one student how to use the even immediately context or social context, they can start to learn and think about the future, because they have to actually project to themselves in something they can actually do. So I think that the Escuela Nueva is very interesting for that, and but I need to talk about something that is very, very important too. This the Colombian education context, but the actual context. In this government, I mean, with the President Duque, we are having starting to have problems with the education that we never thought that we're going to have. So um, I talk. I just talked with a friend this morning about the Paloma Valencia and her proposal. She proposed to the government that the students, the people that they are learning or have a degree for the university have to start to pay pay money to the university, so they can have more economy, and they can, so something is the 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 education is right, and it's supposed to be an equal right, and it doesn't have to be something to do with your context, your social context. It has to be uh, right, because the way you live, the way you was born is the same thing. So I think I don't know, it's just wrong that someone in this government is trying to make them students like they don't have the money to, that's why they're studying in a public institution. It's just crazy that she's going to put it that weight on their backs, and say like, okay, if you are learning and you are having a job, you should like retribuate or return that money, so that other people can learn. And when since she's talking about this, the president is taking away more than 3 billions in taking to the war, and when we are not going to the war no more, supposed to, that will happen what we won the Nobel Peace with Santos. So we are getting again on the start to use the money, the money that they pay with our taxes and everything. We're trying not to think in the education and not to think how to retribute to the social people, the poor people, they can have it. We are thinking to take away that and keep the people foolish. And I think that this is important to think about. Is the real? Is this what we're getting to with this government? And we need like a student start to trying to change that. And I don't know. What do you think about it, Arley?
Okay, the government, like Colombians people, we are very worried because um, we don't know where is the education. But now the worry is that because we choose the president. Then we had to think in the education. We need to think about education after or before that situation, because we are boring with those situations, but we are not thinking how change that situation for the future. Then we have to start now to work and study about the different government, the people, about the corruption. It's very worried, that topic in Colombia, but I think we can put the the mind and your words with study, with motivate, when if you have the opportunity to teach the children in your future, then we had to education to be educate children with when thinking in that situation, because maybe the question is this: what are we learning in a classroom now? It's is that we need is that we need for the life? We need to change the education. If we are going to be a teacher at the future, we think, what is the topic, what I have to teach to the children, and before start to work, prepare the class, and teach other things. Maybe we don't have that thing in the curriculums. Then we have to think what how do we can teach other things, and maybe that we need to prepare better and improve better to teach a better, excellent education.
Okay, I'm definitely agree with you that we are like starting to learn how to teach. So it's definitely important for us to start thinking if we are what we're going to teach is going to, I don't know how to put it in words. So like if we are with teaching, it's like they're going to help the people and how to reach the real life. So yeah, I think it's really important that what you're talking about. So I think that's all for now. We want to talk about the Colombian education. We want to talk about the Escuela Nueva. And I think I have one last thing to talk about, and when I'm talking about Escuela Nueva, is that I really think that Escuela Nueva program, it will be great that is will be choose for a changed model for the urban, because not only for the rural zone, I think it's great that if the schools and the universities started to teach to the people how to think in collective, in collaborating, and know the individual. I think that the real problem that we have in Colombia is that we are always thinking that everything that happens is not going to hurt us, of change of good way, of living. We are always thinking that individuals, like only person, that maybe if we start to teach and we start to learn in a group, in a family, in a country, maybe a lot of stuff that will start to change. So I think that that's all that we need to expose right now, and that's all the two topics that we want to teach you and we want to learn with you. And that's it. You want to add something else, Arley?
No, okay. I agree with you when you are speaking about the Escuela Nueva. I think the students have to enjoy the class and stay motivated with the class, the contents, with the materials. But because it's very important and interesting, because in Escuela Nueva, the students have to make their own materials. Then that is very interesting because they love that. They love to learn with group when they can socialize everything, the topics, or and their teacher's role changes, because before the teacher the teacher ordered what do you have to do, what the student have to do in the classroom. Now it isn't so, because now the new role, the teachers have to guide and interactive with the students, the children. Then I like that pedagogical, strategical, and the different countries like this Escuela Nueva, and at the moment different countries like Brazil have it's implementing that pedagogical strategy. Brazil, Panama, Mexico, and other countries. Like, I don't know the numbers, but the people like this pedagogical strategy.
Okay.
And I consider that it's all for now.
Okay.
Or do you have anything else for?
No, I think we're good right now. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. See you later.
¿Listo?